Hey everyone, No Stigma Steve coming at you with another video. This is for 18 and over only, for recreational users or medical users with a qualifying condition only. So, when it comes to cannabis, follow your nose. Now, what the hell does that mean? And I'm going to explain that. And basically, a lot of this, it's just stuff that I've come up with via experience, research, reading. A lot of it is guessing. Some of it I think is going to be proven with further studies in the future. So, when I first started consuming cannabis about 20 years ago, the bigger strains we were looking for were those high-powered THC strains, which I still love to this day. They're still my favorite. Skunk One, Trainwreck, stuff along that lines. Chemdog, Sour Diesel, skunky, fuely smell. We find it in a lot of OGs today. Stuff like that. And you're seeing a bit of a revival of these strains, and I think a lot of it is because people my age, and I'm in my mid-30s, I feel like we were the first cannabis connoisseurs that really had the ability to really get that plant and really start cracking away at it and figuring out what it is we like about it. And this is what we are nostalgic for, those flavors. And they are kind of in a comeback right now. There's also all the other exotic strains that are going on, the fruity flavors. That stuff has its place, but the skunk fuel stuff, that's kind of really coming back, and I feel that that's because the people that are really driving that market and that are consuming that cannabis and that know that medication works are people like myself with 2 decades of experience in cannabis. The first connoisseurs were still here. But what does that have to do with what I'm talking about? Now, I'm going to just take out a sample of True OG. It's pretty good. I mean, it's nothing out of this world, but it has a lot of what I'm looking for, which is why I chose this strain. It's True OG. We'll see if that even does anything. But basically, I get from this the lemony smell that's typical of OG, but really the diesel and that skunk, really similar to Chem's sister, actually. It's also got that spicy, hashy, Afghani smell. So I'm going to identify skunk, pine, lemon, spicy, Afghani, fuel, if I didn't say that already. Those are some of the big ones. And, those are all byproducts of terpenes, combinations of terpenes, fatty acids that are in the plant, reactions, just stuff like that. So what we know about this plant and OGs, so OGs can range in effects, and some OGs are energetic. This True OG is a knockout nighttime med. I use it for my PTSD symptoms as well, and one of those is insomnia, big time. But for a lot of them, and I was immediately drawn to this strain, and I knew that this was going to give me those narcotic sedative effects that I need due to this smell. Now, if that spicy Afghani flavor wasn't there, I don't know if I would have been as drawn to it, because that's what I was looking for. Now, I don't find that spice Afghani as much in the more sativa-y leaning OG strains, phenos. So we're talking about, that brings up, for me, SFVOG. That pheno is a very nice hybrid, but lean sativa side. And you don't find that hashy spice in it. You do find the lime, the skunk are very present in SFVOG, at least the samples that I have tried. So in a way, yes, follow your nose. What are you looking for? What do you like? But then let's take this to our diets. So I'm thinking about a strain that I prefer in the morning. Something like an Applejack is one that I really like. That's got a nice apple flavor, a jack spice to it, but it's a different type of spice. It's not a hashy spice. That apple in the morning flavor. That's what I like to eat in the morning a lot of times, especially when I want energy. I really want, that fruity, citrusy. It can be lime flavors. It can be an apple flavor. So there's that. Maybe around lunchtime, I want something like, for me, I tend to like maybe like a cheese salad, a cheese-based strain. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Not blue cheese, but like maybe take some of that apple flavor, but throw a cheese in there. I know that hybrid's going to most likely give me some sedative effects, but not completely knock me out. So again, at lunchtime, like a nice salad with a cheese flavor to it can be very good. It can be exactly what I'm looking for. Then at the end of the night, maybe I bring out something like a True OG. It's got that hashy flavor, incense. We think about that. Those spicy notes, very common, a common relaxing feel to it. When we think of relaxation, we think about spiciness, incensey flavor, the Far East, the Middle East kind of, that region, Pakistan, the Kush Mountains. So yeah, you really can use your nose to kind of guide you in what you want. And I mean, this is becoming more and more clear to me. I had no idea about this stuff 20 years ago, and if there wasn't the conversation about terpenes going on, I still wouldn't know this. But this is the kind of thing that's amazing about cannabis. Despite the lack of research, we're figuring this stuff out still on our own, and it's starting to be backed up by the research. We knew that there was something special about those strong diesel skunk flavors, but now we're really learning about where you can really take it with the different phenols and stuff like that. So this video is not for the basic average connoisseur or the basic average cannabis consumer. This is for a connoisseur. So if you followed along with this, feel free to leave a like, a response. Let's get a conversation going. I got a whole bunch of stuff I can talk about. I think this is the first video where I've kind of been able to kind of really showcase the other side of my knowledge. I know a lot about the mental health stuff, but I know a lot about the plant too. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Talk to you later.